sprouts just coming up from the lettuce that got planted here.
Hello everyone, this is Sylvia with Silver Pine Kiko goats, and today I'm going to be building a rotational grazing pen for the doe goats and their kids so that I can rotate them around the pasture and in the woods and have them graze and browse on a variety of different things across our property, so that way they aren't getting into the flower beds and the fruit trees and the plants that we don't want them to eat. I'm also going to show you guys what's growing in the garden, and after I'm done with building this project that I will show you here soon in a minute, I'll bring the goats over and I'll put them in and show you what's going on. I have 5 cattle panels, and one side is going to be an opening to let the goats in, and then I'll just simply carabine it closed with some carabiners. Shaking some grains. They always come when I shake the grains, so we'll see if this works. It's gonna be a stampede.
Chewy, come here. Chewy, come here. Chewy, come here. Chewy, come here. Come here. Chewy. Hey, Syl, get him in. Oh, there's the loner. Should we stay? Should we stay? Oh, here comes Kiko. Okay, Kiko's coming.
Hey, Kiko, go in. Hey.
Open it more.
Oh, we have to try and get out. Okay, come here, Kiko. Come on. Come on.
Let's see you wrangle those goats.
Come on here. Come on, baby, follow me. Okay, time to go carry the baby goats in.
Who's missing?
Primrose and kettle corn.
That's all. Primrose has...
It works pretty well.
Yeah. Primrose has no desire to come be with all the other goats.
Oh, is there another one around here?
I got primrose, and next I'll get kettle corn and I'll put them in the grazing pen.
Good luck.
I need it.
Chewy. Leave it. Leave it.
Alright, come on.
Chewy's gonna help get her in there.
Good boy. Kettle corn. Off.
Chewy, hey.
Alright, so now I'm going to take you around to the garden and to the many plants that we have growing around our yard. And I'll show you what we have growing and the plants that we have planted around here for this year. First of all, in the backyard, we just put in a cement slab where we're eventually going to have a cement ping pong table. So we're just waiting to get that installed, and that will be exciting. But what I really wanted to show you back here is all the new plants that we've been planting to cover up some places where trees have fallen down back here during a big snowstorm we had last winter. So we've been planting all sorts of plants in the areas back here, some fruit trees and some flowers and all sorts of things in the area back here. So I just wanted to bring you around and show you. And then we have this bark mulch path that just kind of winds around the backyard here. This is new, so we've just put this in and planted all these plants, and we're really excited to see the fruit that these plants produce and help beautify our backyard and make it look a little nicer once everything grows in. We have a bunch of manure around the plants and compost to help them grow. Looks like we have a cherry tree right here, and that's our compost bin with some pallets. And then here's a fruit tree right here next to our wood pile. And I think this is a gooseberry bush right there. So here's some of the plants that we have growing here in our backyard area. They have the compost around them to help them grow. That's what's going on back here. Now I also wanted to show you some strawberries that we have growing here on the deck. And I also just recently planted some lettuce seeds, so we can see the teeny tiny sprouts just coming up from the lettuce that got planted here. There's also some basil, 2 varieties. And then we have a few other plants growing here on the deck. Here's the lemon tree. And the wildflowers are almost done for, but we have a bunch of wildflowers growing in this back spot right here. And then we also have a bunch of blueberries and fruit trees, I believe, growing back here. My mom can take credit for most of this stuff. So we have a bunch of blueberries growing right here. That will be fun to have all those blueberries right in the front yard, or the backyard right there. And now for the garden. I'm going to take you into the garden where the majority of our plants are growing. We have a kiwi tree on a trellis right here, and several other kiwi trees growing in the corners of the garden. We have some foxglove flowers and all sorts of things down these rows that I'm going to go around and show you. I think we have some onions, garlic or something, some green beans, and oh my goodness, the peas are huge. We've been getting tons and tons of peas. There's some more plants growing in this box right here. It looks like it might be kohlrabi or something, and some peppers. And then this bed is growing really well right here. Then we have a ton of strawberries filling up this whole bed and that bed, and also a bunch taking over the ground over there. And then there's a big tall thing of asparagus and some onions and Swiss chard, kohlrabi, it looks like in there, peppers, tomatoes, squash, onions. So it seems like the garden is doing really well this year. There's a big sunflower right here. So that will eventually bloom into a huge big flower. And we have more blueberry plants along the edge right here. So that's the garden and the yard plants for you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. This is the afternoon. This morning we put up the rotational goat fence that can be rotated around to have the goats grazing on different parts of the property, and we had to fix a couple things with the goat fence, but anyways, it was utter chaos. After setting up that goat fence, there was some things that just didn't quite work out. So Santiago the buck was getting loose, so I had to put him in the pen, and we moved the goat fence over here after they grazed down the other part. But anyways, also Primrose was getting picked on a lot, so I had to move her and tie her up over here. There's Primrose right back there. And Kiko's babies are out too for some reason. So, but anyways, I'm just all over the place. It was really crazy getting everyone back to where they went, because we had some escapees and all sorts of crazy stuff. But we're back, and I'll let you know kind of how that went. So anyways, here's everyone in the goat fence. This was supposed to be a rotational grazing pen for the does and kids to be able to rotate them around on the green grass, since the grass that was growing in their permanent pen has turned to dust. So there's not really any grass left in there for them to munch on. And so we were trying to find out a way that we could rotate them. But we might have to get into electric fencing or do some more of the permanent fencing. We might have to get into some other ways, because we had some issues with the cattle panels. However, they are working pretty well right now. So I guess if you only have a few goats, this is a really great thing to use. You just set up a couple cattle panels. In this case I have 5, and they were a lot smaller. This space is a lot smaller than we thought it would be. So the goats were all squished together, and they didn't like that very much. They were not very friendly to each other. So Primrose is kind of an outcast too right now. For some reason, they just won't accept her into the herd. So anyways, really crazy day, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, please. That helps out my channel a lot. And also commenting, hit that like button, and you don't want to miss another video, so press that notification bell, and that will alert you when I put out new videos. Also, I hope you liked that tour of the garden too. I just wanted to show you guys kind of what's growing, what we have growing in the garden, and the sort of plants that we have growing here every year. This year we're growing a bit more than normal though, so we're excited to be growing our own fruits and vegetables and flowers, you know, have those nice plants out on the property. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.